Let's sew some blocks from my new pattern, Lovable. If you're interested in purchasing this pattern, you can find it at my online pattern store called stitchandbirddesigns.com. I'll provide the link in the description box below. Now grab your scraps and let's make this pet placemat together. I'll show you the heart block, the bone block, and I'll show you how to put the rest of it together at the very end. In order to put this block together, we'll have to do the stitch and flip method. The way the pattern is written, it says to draw a line on the back of the fabric, place it right sides together, and sew on the line. But do you want to see how I really do it? Let's grab some diagonal seam tape and throw that pen away. I don't like wasting time drawing lines on fabric. I just wrote it that way because that's how most people know how to do it. But if you have some diagonal seam tape, place a piece of tape on your sewing machine, making sure that red line is matched up with your needle. And then line up the corners on the red line and sew. Don't forget to test out your little corner before you start cutting anything away. Once you're happy, cut off a 1/4 inch away from your sewn line to take off excess fabric. Time to do the other corner with whichever stitch and flip method you prefer. Now you're going to need to match up a couple points for this heart block to come together. Once you have the left and right side completed, you'll see that I'm pointing at the 2 areas that need to be pinned in order for them to line up. Don't be afraid to take your time. One heart block down. We're going to need 2 total heart blocks before we move on to the next step. Aren't these cute? Now let's get started on the bone block. In case you're wondering, yes, I like to press my bias seams open. It's just my preference. I think anything that includes half-square triangles, flying geese, or a stitch and flip, they tend to lay much flatter when you press them open. But do what works best for you. And if you're interested in how I pressed my blocks, check out my blog at stitchandbirdtime.com. I released the post today. Putting the rest of this placemat together is a breeze. I mostly pressed to the side from here on out and used a clapper to help my seams lay flat. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm excited to release more patterns in the future and enjoy watching the rest of this pattern called Lovable by Stitch and Bird Designs.